Hey, Angry Vampire. Hello, precious people. How's everybody today? Happy shopping season, I suppose. So just making my coffee real fast. Yogi's pacing. Yogi's like, what's going on? You want a pepperoni? Hi, Stacy. Hi, Melissa. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Steph's Beauty. Hey, Mama J. Hey, Donna. Hey, Rainy. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Michelle. Hey, my little reviews. Hey, Sophie. Hey, Shanoa. Hi, Kim. Caitlin. Oh, okay. I'm in a better mood already because Caitlin's here. She's so cute. Donna. Hey, Angry Vampire. Hi, Nana. Hi, Barb. I'm good. I'm just like, I don't know what the word is. I guess it's several things. I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated. I'm disgusted. I'm worried. Lots of things. Hey, Josie. Hey, Alex. I did, Tara. Thank you. It was most relaxing. I knew that, Erin. I figured that by your profile picture, but it took me a minute to get it. I figured it out yesterday or the day before. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Andrew. Okay, so probably a lot of you guys saw my video where I reviewed the, I'm the worst YouTuber ever. I'm so like ill prepared. I was coming home from the office and I just jumped on live real fast. I mean, I tinker winkered and that was it. So I did a review with Dustin Daly on the Drama Boutique palette. And you know, I get that there's people who don't like people. I get that people say ridiculous and unkind things on the internet. It happens every single day. But to me, there's a line of decency that should never be crossed. Hi, baby, I know. He's like, you're biz gun, I know. There's just a line of decency that just shouldn't be crossed. And I'm like trying not to get emotional about it, but Lord, I can't believe the way that some people are. I mean, honestly, I'm a brand owner. I get hate every single day. I've gotten hate every single day for years. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it doesn't bother me because it really did at first. You know, now I just like, oh, you know, whatever. I try to like put my phone down over here and go over there and pray for the person, you know, just let it be. But how? First of all, how are we not going to support a woman who wants to start a business, a black woman who wants to start a business? You know, I don't get that. If people don't want to support, that's fine. But there were a handful, and I mean, by handful, I mean a half dozen comments under the video that, I don't even know if I can say this. I'm trying to find they were wishing death upon an unborn child. And I can tell you what we're not going to do on this channel. On this channel, we are not going to wish death upon unborn children, regardless of, my iPhone came, by the way. Regardless of whether you like someone or not, you know, some people love me, some people hate me, you know, some people love Nick, some people hate Nick, some people love Dustin, some people hate Dustin. I mean, it just is what it is. But is it really necessary to, I mean, we're talking about an innocent child here, somebody who's done nothing. So, you know, I mean, reporting the comments doesn't do anything, you know, snapping back doesn't really do anything. I just, normally with that kind of stuff, I just let it go. But I did respond back to these people and I did let them know how I felt about their comments and that they didn't belong. They didn't belong here. So I want to know what's happened to humanity. Like, where has it gone? That, you know, it's one thing to throw a little shade at somebody, you know, back and forth. And like I said, there's people that I don't like on social media. I mean, there's a handful of creators that like just the sound of their voice is like, no, please don't torture me like that. But I've never found it necessary to leave a nasty comment, you know?
I've told a business that I don't think they're nice people once, but I've never found it necessary to leave a nasty comment. But nasty comments are part of life, you know, comes with the territory. But like I said, there's a line at which it's just not, I mean, like I said, it's just not, there's no humanity left, you know, when that's who you are. And we're not talking about one comment. You know, I have my suspicions that it's probably more than one account, but the same sick individual. But I'm just gonna tell you guys that, like, that can't stand, you know. I just find that gross. And like I said, I don't care how you feel about a person or another person, and it wouldn't matter whether it's somebody that I like or didn't like or whatever, because it's really irrelevant. We're talking about a child, an innocent who's done nothing. Wait, isn't this a cute mug? So every time I travel, I buy a mug. He has a hat too. He's my coffee warm. And I bought this the first time me and Nick went to Disneyland. So I'm trying not to get too frustrated, but if anybody here has ever, you know, lost a child, I can tell you, I've never carried a child, I'll tell you that. But my first goddaughter was stillborn. And that was January 2nd of 1998. It was the worst day ever. And, you know, to this day, her mother doesn't even want to get out of bed on January 2nd. It'll be 23 years. So, you know, we're talking about something that really affects people and families and everybody who's connected, you know? And I just don't know where that's okay. I just don't know. I don't know where people think that treating an unborn human being like that, you know, talking like that is acceptable. I'm here to tell you it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. And I did not delete the comments because I try not to delete comments. But I think I thought about it and I'm like, well, you know, I could trigger somebody who's pregnant or, you know, who's lost a child or whatever, because it certainly triggered me. But at the same time, people need to see what kind of people there really are in the world. And that's why I generally leave nasty comments, because I think, hey, you know what? Your worst punishment is for people to see who you are. To me, that's the way I feel about it. So I just, like, no. Whatever happened to, like, trying to be kind to each other? We don't have to like everybody. You don't have to like everybody. I get that, but you don't have to. You certainly don't have to be unkind, and you definitely don't need to be inhumane. You know, and the person that was being spoken about, if she were to see that, I've never been pregnant, so I don't know about pregnancy hormones, but I can tell you when I was in my 20s and 30s, when I had my period, I was a disaster. So I don't think that that's a way, you know, to treat a human being. And I think the anonymity of the internet allows people to get away with things. You know, I'm a public figure, so everything I do and say is scrutinized, and I'm held accountable. You know, like I said, some people love me, some people hate me, whatever. But people who can, you know, just create a profile, and one of the commenters had the YouTuber they're talking about, and then the word Miss, I'll let you complete the word, as their profile name. What? Why? I just don't think it's good, and I'm none too happy about it. And, you know, I try not to pay attention to that kind of stuff. You know, I know what goes on. I try not to let it get to me. But I just needed to say, for the record, that is not acceptable. And you know, I'm not really sure. I may go back and delete the comments later. I haven't talked to the person being spoken about it, and I'm not going to unless she brings it up, because I don't, you know, like, I don't want to trigger her. I know that she's already in a precarious mental state, and, you know, that kind of stuff doesn't help. So, you know, I'm just kind of pissed about it. And I'm not kind of pissed, I'm really pissed. I'm trying to be nice. And I'm just floored that anybody would think that that was the thing to do. Why? If you don't like her, you don't like her. That's fine. Leave a comment. I don't like her. Somebody on Twitter said that. I don't like her. You know, that's fine. You don't like her. Hey, not everything's for everybody. You know, in the car business, you guys know I used to work in a car dealership, and we had a saying, there's an ass for every seat. There's a lid for every pot, right? Some people, you know, some people like you, some people don't like you. It is what it is. You're never gonna please everybody, and when you go around trying to please everybody, that is when you're gonna have a real issue, right? So I don't know. I just can't with that, and I just didn't want to let that go, and not say that I'm thoroughly disgusted by the saying, or, you know, by what these people have said. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's like one person with multiple accounts, but still, it doesn't. What is wrong with you that you would need to say something like that once, much less 2, 3, 4, 5 times? What is wrong with you? You know, I remember one time, so I used to have this Lexus. It was the giant Lexus SUV. And ask anybody, I'm the worst driver on the planet. Like, I just try not to hit too many things. That's really it. I'm too much of I'm a very busy person. I have to be doing more than one thing at a time. And when I drive and I'm expected to only pay attention to driving, it just leads to no good. So, I was at my Pilates class, and I parked my car, and I'm an even worse parker than I am driver. I parked my car, and I did my Pilates class. I came out, and there was a note on my windshield, and the note started with, "Hey, a-hole," and it ended with, "Yes, you do own the entire effing parking lot." Okay, I parked terrible, I admit. Like, the tires were about this, the back tires were about this much over the line into the next space, so that, you know, somebody wouldn't be able to properly get into that space. I hear that. And I was so mad, and I crinkled up the paper and I threw it on the floor. And then by the time I got to the end of the parking lot where I'm sitting at the stoplight waiting to go out, I thought to myself, wow, can you imagine being that person that thinks that you woke up in the morning and that your only goal in life was to destroy their day by taking up 6 inches too much of a parking space? And I was like, you know, that's a pretty sad existence if that's how somebody feels. And then I started to feel sorry for the person. And I feel sorry for this person or people who are leaving these comments, to the degree that they probably don't have any kind of happy life to, you know, to have that kind of thing. You know, people who are in a good place want to see other people in a good place. People who are in a bad place want to see other people in a bad place. But at the same time, we all control our own actions. You know, we're all responsible for what we do and say. And I don't know. I just, on one hand, I feel sorry for the person. On the other person, I'd like to strangle them. Like, come here. Let me tell you what it's like. You know, like I said, I mean, those people, we always gotta pray for them, because they got real issues, like way bigger issues than leaving comments on people's videos. But I don't. I just don't like that. And I'm not gonna stay quiet about it. You know, there's a lot of things that people do. I mean, this person especially gets treated very poorly in the community quite a lot. And you know, I get that she's popped off, and, you know, a couple of times or whatever. I don't know. I don't pay that close of attention. But is returning it? Let's say that she's the most hateful person on the planet. Is returning hate with hate gonna fix anything? No, it's not. And I just think, like, we have how can we not love each other? You know, like not at least try. I can't, I just can't with that. So, you know, and on some level, I think something like that is a cry for attention. You know, because they want a bunch of people to tell them what a piece of garbage they are. And, you know, I mean, no matter what, nobody wins with that kind of thing. And the only thing that I can think is that, you know, most of you guys who are here are so kind and you always like leave super sweet comments and, you know, all of that. But, you know, maybe do more of that. Drown out the people with the issues, you know? If I watch a video, if I'm not engaged in something else that would preclude me, sometimes I watch in the background, or I'm just listening, if I can, I always leave a comment, just because I feel like, hey, you know what, let them know I was here. I feel like it's kind of like, you know, signing the guest book at a wedding, like, I was here. So I'll leave a little comment for people and just let them know that I enjoyed their content, or, you know, what I thought was funny or cute or whatever about their video. Rose says, I'm so tired of all the hate. That's kind of why I ducked out lady. Well, a lot of people leave social media because of that kind of stuff. He shouldn't have left you such a nasty note. That was going too far, but frustrated when there's only one spot left. I get it. Yeah, I mean, I did park like an idiot. I didn't notice it at the time, or I would have moved it. But, you know, I did. But like I said, I still feel sorry for that person, because like when you feel so persecuted in your soul that you think that somebody woke up in the morning and that their entire goal of the day was to ruin your morning, that says a lot about where your soul is, you know? I don't know. I feel for people that don't have, you know, because like we all go through stuff. Everybody goes through stuff, you know. If you're in the chat right now and you're not going through anything, raise your paw, because I know I'm going through stuff. But you know, you still got to have joy even when you're going through stuff. You're making your kiddo a birthday cake. Oh, well, happy birthday to him or her, Barbara. It's been rough lately, especially after this year. Oh, I do. Yogi's right here. Yogi, come over here. Do you want a piece of pepperoni? You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Someone was over here yesterday and gave him an entire bag of beef jerky because he just sat there and begged. Not raising your paw, but there are things to be happy about. Yes! Haha, there's no paws raised. That's right. Hey, Hallie. Love back. Mean people suck. Sending you hugs. You're always nothing but sweet on IGBT. Thank you. It's much more freeing to be a positive person. I agree. I mean, listen, I'm not for everybody. I don't like everybody. You know what I mean? But I don't have to like everybody. Why do I have to like you? And if I don't like you, do I really need to tell you that I don't like you? No, I don't. I just don't engage with you if I don't like you. Pretty simple. Christmas can bring out the worst in people. That's true, Sin. I mean, a lot of people, like, Christmas is very triggering for, you know, depression and other types of things, and some people get angry. You're happy about Nick and Dustin? Yes. Everyone has things they're gonna go through, but there's no reason ever to take out on someone else. I agree. Is Nick and Dustin together? Yes, they are. And they've posted it on social media. So I was having a little anxiety keeping it in there for a couple days, but now I'm but now I'm good. Hey Smudge, I do like you. You're still so in love with the fact that Dustin and Nick being a couple, y'all, I can't. My heart is so full right now. Aw, yeah, they are way too cute. It's nice to see, and it's funny because I see like a change in both of them, you know, because they're both sassy. But I see a little bit of a softening of both of them, just you know, because of each other. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, people who are happy, they want other people to be happy. If you don't like someone, you just keep it moving. Yep. Saw the pic and didn't want to say if they wasn't on their pic. Oh yeah. Yes, everyone likes Smudge. Meeting Yogi was one of the best days of my life. He brings all the love, soul, and plus. I always do. He's my little buddy. He's laying right here next to me. Very proud of you not spilling early. Yes, I have a hard time keeping a secret. I'm like, never tell me your secrets. They are adorable, Stacy. Nobody likes everybody. I think that's impossible, but there's no need to take it on other people. Yeah, I mean, like I said, even if you don't like people, I mean, I get that, like, there's the nasty comments are part of being a public figure. Like, comes with the territory. You know, I always say everything in life has a price, and that's the price of being a public figure. I think, but there's a point at which it's just about humanity. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that I don't like. Somebody in particular that I don't particularly care for had a family member die, and I sent them a message, you know, and tried to give them a little bit of wisdom about it and wish them well. You know, like, do you really want bad things to happen to other people? Because if you want bad things to happen to other people, you better be looking for bad things to happen to you. That's all I'm gonna say. We need to give Nick and Dustin a common name, Niston. Well, I guess it couldn't be Duck. Yes, feed me rainbows. Nick and Dustin are a couple. Have you been living under a rock? I asked them like a week ago. I'm like, are you gonna tell anybody? Like, are you gonna make it public? And they're like, no, not right now. I'm like, dang. And then, you know, Nick practically took out a billboard. So it's out there. There are nasty comments, but what I just did is cross the line. Exactly, Mary. That's exactly it. The nasty comments comes with the territory. You know, I don't love it, but it is what it is. But yeah, I just don't think that, and I don't know if there's anybody, you know, I'm sure somebody will see this that has lost a child or been close with someone who lost a child, and it's literally the worst thing ever. It never goes away. You guys like Duck? Are you crazy? Yeah. I don't know. Me and Kimberly cried together, really happy for them. You guys are cute. Your grandmother always said, if you don't have good to say, don't speak at all. My grandmother used to say, a closed mouth gathers no flies. And it's true. So, you know, I don't comment on stuff that goes out there. It's not that I don't have opinions. I have opinions, but, you know, as a brand owner, my opinions about those types of things are not important, you know, to share, and so I don't. Grandmothers are iconic, Kimberly. It takes you a lot to say something mean to somebody. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell somebody, you're not nice. Like, that's not nice. Like, don't do that, you know. That's disgusting. I'll comment on some people's behavior because, like, you know, the way that I'm taught is to hate the sin but love the sinner, you know. But there's a line where, like, I can't even bring myself to show love to a person when they're really nasty like that. Hey Bruce, you've been screenshotting all the drama. If everyone doesn't stop soon, I'm gonna have over 100 screenshots of my video. Oh. Who are you making video? Who's your video about? Like, what's, oh, see, I don't, I got work to do. Yeah, Bruce is way late. Oh yeah, I saw that, yeah. Yikes, big yikes. Hey, Ahi. Yeah, Bruce, we'll all have to watch. Hi, Wolfgang, nice to meet you as well. Yeah, Bruce, we were just talking that somebody, well, a number of somebody's, hey Victoria, there were like half a dozen comments on my, might as well just give it another plug. My Dramatique Boutique video with Dustin. There were comments like wishing death upon an unborn child, and I'm just not having that. Like, I'm not here for that. And that's not what social media is about, I don't think. Angry Vampire says, I lost my Nan a few years ago. She raised me from when I was 3. Oh. Am I the one with the Blythe dolls? No, I don't know what those are, so no. Yeah, it's gross, and you know, we're like, I just like, we're not gonna go after innocent children. Like, we're not. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm not okay with that. There's a lot of things I'm like, all right, you know, yeah, it's a bit. People are people, you know, there's always going to be one in the crowd. You know, I mean, trust me, when people are getting hate online, I'm the first one they reach out to, you know, because I'm an old veteran at it. But I don't always tell them the same thing. You know, you're never gonna make people happy. You know, just do what you do because you love it, and for the people who enjoy your content, that's all you can do. But yeah, that's just on a whole other level. It's just something that I feel incredibly strongly about. And I don't even think it's about my personal experience. I just think as a human being, you know, we can't do that, you know, because anything that's out there is going to be used for good. It's going to be used for bad, right? Social media is a great thing. Spreads the word about a lot of things. I've made so many friends here, people here that I consider friends that I've never even met in person, but I consider friends because I talk to them every day. But then there's people who are going to use social media for bad. That's just what it's going to be. So that really, that just really frustrated me. If you wish death on someone like that, you have something seriously wrong. I agree with that. I think that obviously there's a lot of misery in someone's life, you know. Like I said, everybody goes through stuff. You know, the key is you've got to be able to have joy. You can't say, I'm going to be happy when. You know, I'm going to be happy when I find a good man. I'm going to be happy when I get a good job. I'm going to be happy when, you know, when I make this much money, or, you know, whatever it is you want, when I lose 50 pounds. No, be happy now and enjoy the journey. And you will get to where you will attain your goal much faster, because we inhibit ourselves. You know, I talk to so many influencers on a day, and I have to say, like, influencers have very, what's the word I'm looking for? Fragile psyches. And, you know, like, oh, I just haven't felt like creating, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, you know, if you're not feeling like creating, but you love creating, you know, you're not feeling like creating because of, you know, comments that people leave. You know, we get 100 great comments and one nasty one, and the one nasty one just ruins your whole day. So, I mean, I get it, but, you know, I always tell them the same thing. You know, just do what you do because it gives you joy. Let that be your joy. And then what people say, it is what it is, you know? It's one thing, like, as a friend, if I see someone headed down the wrong path, I'm the first one to take them aside and say, hey, wait a minute, let's talk about this. You know, I mean, sometimes when I see, like, some of my friends, like, they'll pop off about something, and I'm like, what do you do that for? You know, just let it go. You're better than that. But I don't feel the need to do that to a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Tanya. One of their videos together, you saw a split moment when it looked like he wanted to kiss Nick. It crossed my mind that they were together. Well, Araceli, you are very astute. Yeah, I've known since last summer. Neither of them knew. They didn't know. But I knew that there was serious feelings, at least on one side, and then soon thereafter I discovered there were serious feelings on the other side. I thought they both knew, but I guess they did, you know. Patricia says, I called Perez a gross man. I just had to. We used to talk in his live all the time, but I just couldn't when he called Nick a junkie. I mean, again, you know, those are like, it's a low blow, uncalled for, you know, whatever. But I don't know. Like, why would people do that? It says a lot more about you, I think, you know? And there's people that just don't have the right, mindset. As much as I can understand how people come for you, you're the sweetest person on the internet. I have my moments. I do. I have my moments just like everybody else. You know, I'm a work in progress. I do the best I can. But I do know that people are very unkind on the internet. So it's important to me to, like, put as much kindness out there as possible, because it kind of makes a buffer for the unkindness, I feel like, you know? So we should all try to put as much kindness out there as we can, because it's going to create more of a buffer for the stuff that goes on that isn't good, you know? Time to be happy now. Yes, Rose. Perez has never been anything but nasty. I don't know, like, didn't he used to be on television or something? I don't know that much about him, honestly, but I have seen him. I've seen some videos on Twitter and stuff of him being very unkind, and it kind of surprised me, you know? There's enough sadness and bad things going on in the world. We all need to spread happiness, love, and joy. Yes, Maturely Glam. How hard is it to just be kind and like each other? It makes me happy to make others happy. Me too. I feel that way. I always say, if you want to get crapped out, just turn on CNN. You don't even need to work at getting crapped out. It's so easy. There's so many jealous of y'all's friendship. They'd stoop as low as they can go. Disgusting individuals. I don't know. I mean, like I said, this is the way that I look at it. If you assume the worst about everybody else, you're kind of telling on yourself. If, for instance, the man that always thinks you're cheating, guess what, girl? He's cheating. I can tell you right now, he's cheating. The person that goes around calling everybody a liar all the time, guess what? Probably doesn't tell the truth. Person probably has the Pinocchio going on. People put on other people what they would do. And I remember I ordered some lipsticks from a brand some years, like 5-6 years ago. And I ran into that brand at an event, and I went running up because they had sent me a note, and they were like, hey, we can private label these for you. That came with my order. And I thought, oh, that's so sweet. And I emailed them, and I was like, listen, I don't do private label, but thank you so much. I just thought it was sweet. So when I ran into them at this event a year or so later, I went over and said hello, introduced myself to the owner, and the person says to me, oh, well, the person who saw your order came running over and was like, look, they want to steal your formula. And then he goes on and on about how wonderful their formula is and how, they have this ingredient that comes out of the bouquet of angels and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. And I walked away, and the girl that was with me at the time, I looked at her and I said, I would never do business with him, because they wanted to do some business with me. He told me during the conversation. And I said to her, I would never do business with him. You know why? And she said, why? And I said, because if the first thing that comes to his mind is that I'm stealing from him, or I would steal from him, that's what he would do to me. People tell on themselves. So just listen very carefully to the things that people say, because whatever you put on everybody else, that's you, girl. Look in the mirror. Hi, Lala. We did have a great Thanksgiving. Hey, Susan. You swear only for charity. That's true. Well, that's not true. Maybe once every year or two, one will just pop out and I'll be like, oh my God, I just swore. That's weird. But I'll tell you, there's certain things that would never pop out, like the GD. That one really gets me. I can't with the GD. You're new here. It's like a soap opera. You know who you're talking about, but you're hanging out. Hey, it's all good, Wolfgang. Because they have a hole inside. Yeah, it's sad but true. You involve yourself with trash people. I wonder why you do that, because you seem like a nice person. Well, I don't see them as, if people are kind to me and show me, kindness and friendship, I'm gonna return it. That's just how it is, Too bad it doesn't always work. I'll never forgive someone that treats you poorly. Oh, you're so sweet. I love that philosophy, Jen. Be happy now and enjoy the journey. It's true. Can't imagine taking time out of my life to put the energy required to seek out a video or post about a particular person and then send hate. It's too much effort. It really is. It really is a lot of work. Jealousy strikes in so many forms. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. After this tough year, I just don't get why more people can't be more empathetic. I agree. I think they should be. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate it. Oh, love you back, Angry Vampire. Nick and Dustin are a couple. Yes, they are, Gigi. How exciting. I'm incredibly happy for Paige, who deserves all the good. I agree. It was nice stopping by. Okay, Stacy. Have fun getting a tree. Aw, thanks, Sin. I feel the same. Irish Yogi is doing great. He's here. Yogi, you want to come over and get a tree? Well, don't hurt yourself getting over here. Okay. Touch. Yeah. Hey, everybody, touch. Little booger. He thinks he can get away with being lazy. Huh. Okay. I got homemade pepperoni for him. I'm actually making him more, and I'm making him little sausages too. He loves those. Where am I trying to catch up? Okay. You spent Thanksgiving cooking and you missed the entire couple. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Bruce, I don't know enough about him. Like I said, I feel like I used to be on TV and like I thought he was funny at one time, but you know, people change, I guess. I don't know. He used to be like this all the time. Hi, Raphael. Some people you just get that vibe off of. Always trust your instincts. Yeah. Do I do artwork? No. I am so not artistic. Terrible. Lala says, I love and adore Yogi. Me too. He's the sweetest beagle boy ever. He is. I'm like, your mom's with swearing? Yes. Sorry. It's all good, Rose. You do what you need to do. Do I use Arctic Fox? Kimberly, I do, but this time I used some stuff, that, some drops that I got from Beauty Bay that were really interesting. I don't remember the name, but if you leave me like tweet me or whatever, I'll send you a picture of it. And I did like the way it turned out, and it's just one that you mix with conditioner. So I'm not hating on that. You don't get hate watching if you don't like your content. I don't watch. Yeah, I mean, people watch whatever they want to watch, but I don't know. Like I said, whatever you're putting out there about other people, it's probably you. It's probably you. But you know, I'm that friend that'll tell you. Like I'm that friend that'll tell you, you know what? Like you really need to clean your house. It smells. You know. I'm that friend, but I'll tell you in love. I'll sit you down and say, you know what, can I tell you something? Like, I really just need to be straight with you here. You know, why do you do that? Like, I don't think that's right. You know, I disagree with that. You know, I can do that. Talk about being kind, but your friends are some of the most unkind people on YouTube. I don't think so. I don't think so. You just love animals. Oh, Pink Glamour, I adore him too. Yes, Yogi is way better. You had to put a copyright notice on your videos. Some trolls were airing your videos on another site. Makeup lies about Yogi love is always good. You need to get some recipes? Yeah, anytime. Oh, Kate, I'm okay with Phoenix's opinion. It's fine. That's her opinion. She's entitled to it. It's cool. It is what it is. You regret that rose quartz pop socket you bought yesterday. It's huge. Oh. Love back, Bella Emery, a.k.a. Kristen. I want to maybe try Brad Mondo's new color line. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll take you guys with me. Let me see if I'll grab it and show you what it is. Because it's really pretty cool. They give you a cup and you put your conditioner in the cup and then you just mix it. It actually turned out kind of nice. It is not as, I'll say the Arctic Fox is much more even. This has little patches that are brighter than others, but I'm sure that's owner misuse. Bye, Tanya. Have fun. Here it is. It's called Shine Drop It. That's it. So I got the purple and I got the pink. I've only tried the purple so far. I like you too, Phoenix. Don't worry. You're welcome. Your opinion's welcome. Hey, Anne. Love back to the Philippines. You know, whenever people ask me, like, my favorite place I've traveled to, I always say the Philippines because the people there were so kind and so warm and so welcoming. I just love them. Like, all day, oh, good morning, ma'am. How are you? Oh, have a nice day, ma'am. Can I help you? Like, just, oh, so helpful. Thank you, Wolfgang. Hi, Ria? Well, thank you, YouTube, for recommending you. I hope you hang around. Audra, oh my gosh, love you back. Hey, Paige. How you doing? You feeling better today? If I don't like a video, I just leave. I don't know, there's so much hate online. I call it keyboard courage. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you know, the anonymity, like being able to be anonymous, you know, with no accountability for what you do or say is hard. Susan, you lived in the Philippines for 3 years? Ooh, I loved it. I went to this place called Sonia's Garden and got the best massage of my life. And they had a little pig there named Wilbur. And I bought some hair products there that were so good. They were so good.
Hi, Sandra. She says, I just got out of work. This is a pleasant surprise. Hey, love back to Boston. Stay warm. When you were in the military, you were stationed there? Wow. Gigi says, we as a family are going to go to the mountains to cut our Christmas tree tomorrow. Oh my gosh, how fun. You know what, your kids are always gonna remember that. As long as they live, they're gonna remember that. That's, you know, it's funny, like I was watching an interview with Prince William and Harry, and they were talking about like, you know, Princess Diana and her, and you know, growing up with her, and saying like the things that they remember are not like the exotic places that they traveled to, or you know, going to Disney World or whatever. That it was just the time that they spent, you know, just hanging out. And I agree with that. I think it's a good, you know, I think it's a good thing. And you know, when I don't know, I'm not a big going out person. I'm a homebody. That's just me. It's freezing in the UK today. Oh, -1 degree. No. You're drinking soup because puking solids hurts. Oh, Paige. Yikes. Paige, you lost the verification. What do you mean? Just speaking about people in horror because yet she's friends with people who do the same. I'm pointing out the hypocrisy. Phoenix, I'm the first one to say when I disagree with that. And I do disagree with it. And I don't care. You know, if somebody's my friend, I'm going to tell them, look, you don't need to do that. Don't do that. It's not good. It's not nice. But I think as a friend, it's my responsibility to, you know, let people know. Hi, welcome to my crazy train. I'm not sad. I'm just kind of frustrated today. Just kind of frustrated with people. Some people. Very few people, we'll say. And we already discussed that, so just go back and you can watch it from earlier. But hey, do you want to see some Black-owned brands? I happen to, this came, my frankincense and myrrh from Indie Beat Cosmetics. I am dying to play with this. That's pretty. And her pressed glitters are so good. So I'm excited. Yeah, Sandra, I hear you on that. Isn't that pretty? So it's from Indie Beat, and India, she is just so sweet. She really is. And I love her. I love their products. Their R&B lashes are some of my favorites. And then, of course, I picked up my Drama Boutique order over at the office today when I was there. And I did pay for this with my own money. Just so you know. Gotta support my girl. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So if you guys haven't seen my video with Dustin where we did a full review, but there it is, up close and personal and beautiful. Look at that Margot shade, just glistening. I noticed you didn't post for a while, I was curious. You know what? It just has been kind of crazy around here. There's just a lot to do. We've had a lot of really big orders, and my team is really small. I'm trying not to bring in temps, you know, because like we have a giant facility and a small team, so it's very easy to social distance for us, but we just don't want to have like a bunch of random people going through there. So I've been bringing a lot of the work home and working on it, and it's just really hard, like, because it's things like putting things in boxes and you know, arranging things for shipments and stuff like that. When you're working with your hands, it's really hard to like respond to people. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna answer all my DMs when I at the end of the day, and then, you know, by like 11:30 when I finish, I'd be like, I feel like I'm just gonna die. So you have 2 or 3 Indie Beat. Yes, she has great products. So I also picked up my Dramatique Boutique lip glosses. These were screaming my name, so I'm very excited. This one is number 1. So it's kind of a iridescent-ish silver and pink pearl. Yes, congratulations to Paige. She worked really hard on this. She has. And she's gone to great extents to make sure that everything goes smooth. So this one is a little more, it's like a pale pink. This is number 3. Very pretty, kind of. I've got a light on, so my softbox, I don't know if it's like, change it. Oh, this is the one that I was dying for, the blue one. Why are conversations so easy? Really do we type now, right?
just a promotional video. Saul, watch back from the beginning. We're just chatting now. We're talking beauty products, talking about hair color, and while I was at it, I thought I'd highlight some black-owned brands. So this one is number 4. That's pretty. I like it. And I don't know if you can see it here, but the flakes of glitter are just so nice. And then this one is kind of purpley. It's number 2. Wow, so pretty. You feel like you're in a soap opera. I don't know anyone here. Well, you know us now, Wolfgang. Everybody introduce yourself to Wolfgang. Paige, how much is it for everything all together? Did you make a bundle of all of it? Couldn't have done it without your guidance. Always. I don't know. I don't think you guys, I don't think Paige sleeps at all, because she texts me at like the weirdest hours, and I in my head, because I have kind of a little world clock in my head. In my head, I'm like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning there. What are you doing? So I respect somebody that can work 24 hours a day. Hi, Lemon. Do I still support Jeffree Star? Jeffree is a friend, and honestly, I have a hard time, because I love Jeffree. He's been so kind and so supportive and everything to me. I disagree with a lot of the things that he said and done, and I've let him know that, on numerous occasions, but I really do feel like he's trying to do better. I mean, I do see him doing better. Can he still do better? Oh yeah, I think so. But in my mind, I'm kind of, the way I look at things is you can dislike the behavior, but still love the person, It's like you hate the sin, but love the sinner. I try to be that way with everybody, you know what I mean? Like, if it's somebody I disagree with, that's fine. Like, I'm okay to disagree with them. It's not what I would do, but I can disagree with what somebody else does. But I think people need true friends around them who will tell them when they're wrong. I think everybody needs that. So, and I think as far as Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I don't think there's any argument that the products are really good. They really are. So, some are better than others. Some are more favorites of mine than others, but when you know better, you do better. Jeffree is a conundrum. He just seems so confused. So let me tell you, I'm just gonna be really straight with you. When I first met Jeffree, we had kind of a cordial relationship online. He had purchased some products from us, and when I saw he had purchased products from us, I emailed him and was like, hey, no, let me just send them to you. And so we had, kind of a cordial relationship. We emailed back and forth a couple of times. I met him at an event once or twice. And then some years back, we did an event together in Europe. And we spent the better part of a week together. And I had told my social media manager who was with me at the time, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep my distance. I'm gonna stay over here because he kind of scares me, he gets really mean with people, and I don't, I'm not down for that. So I was like, I'm just gonna stay over here, and but then he kept being like, well, they would send the cars to come and get us. Thank you, Paige, the dogs, thank you. How long will you stream? You have to walk your Pomeranian. I don't know, unless there's an emergency, probably at least another 30 minutes maybe. So anyways, he kept, when they would send the cars for us, he'd be like, well, Jen, come ride with us, And then we'd go to lunch, he'd be like, Jen, come sit over here. And people would be talking about stuff, and he'd go, well, I want to hear what Jen thinks. I was like, dang it, stop talking to me. But over that week, I did get to know him a little bit. And then Nate and Jeffree were booked on the same flight back with us. And so we ran into each other at the airport lounge, and we talked for a while. And then we got on the plane, and Nathan and Nina, the girl who was with me, were sleeping. And Jeffree and I just kind of got up and went to they have a little lounge on the plane where you can get out of your seat. And we just sat there and we talked for the better part of 11 hours. And I will say that I saw a very different side of him than what I thought from what I had seen publicly. I saw a side that was somebody who, when they're hurt, they explode. And I'm not like that. When I'm hurt, I'm just like, woo. But some people, I think when he's hurt, he spits fire. And that made me look at him. Okay, Wolfgang, be safe. It made me look at him different. And I'll tell you something else. Yogi loves him. Loves him. And he just, I mean, you know, kind of when you're behind the scenes, you just see people. There's people that are on social media that come off one way and are completely different another. I think a lot of people don't know like the kind things that Jeffrey does, because he does a lot without, you know, without being asked or without getting any credit for it. You know, it says in Matthew that you're not, you know, don't sound a trumpet when you do something good. And sometimes, you know, people do that, sometimes they don't. But from that time when we had that flight till now, the person that I'm seeing is completely different. Like, still, we all have room to improve. We're all a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. Definitely still room to improve. But I do feel like he has made a lot of progress. And, you know, nothing changes overnight. You know, sometimes when people have very deep things from their upbringing, it affects them as they get older. It affects their behavior as they get older. And I just feel, I don't know. I have to feel kindness towards him. Again, it's a love the sinner, hate the sin. I just have to, because he's just never been anything but kind to me. Gingerbread says, we fell asleep at 6 a.m. Oh my gosh. Chaos. It's time for a YouTube refresher. Of course, Wolfgang. Friends can agree to disagree. I think so, yeah. People need to be able to make mistakes and grow. Oh, Paige, love you too. Oh, poor thing. See, this is why I never carried a child. I hate throwing up. Hey, Diana. When you know better, you do better. Oh, we already read that one. Okay. It's confusing not knowing all the people. Oh, I hear you, Wolfgang. You'll catch up quickly, though. Totally agree to disagree. No need for all that negativity. I agree. Okay. He's growing, slowly learning, and I think he has changed a bit over the years, but everyone still has messed up. I agree. Like I said, I definitely don't condone some of the things that are said and done, and, you know, I don't think that those reactions are appropriate. You know, that's what it is. Jill says, I just love you. I just love you back. You give me hope that getting a little older isn't the end of the world. Just turned 52. Hey, I'm going to be 53 in January. Okay. Love you back, Susan. Have fun. That's how you see when someone who lashes out when he feels attacked or hurt. Yes. I don't care about others' opinion. I have mine. Yeah. Your philosophy is that we're all on a journey through life and that have roadblocks and we experience and we need to tackle. We're all imperfect and I think we need more understanding. Yes, I mean, I think it's so easy to judge people, especially based on, I know in the past, like I've been judged very harshly by people on a smidgen of the truth. And, you know, somebody takes something with a grain of truth to it and turns it into something that's much bigger than it is. And, you know, you just never know what somebody else is going through. And if you hit them at the wrong time, you know, you might get a reaction that you don't like. And, you know, I always say, like, we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. And I fail all the time, but I try, you know, I try to be kind to people. I try to not ever lash out at somebody in anger if I can help it. Gigi, I would tend to agree with that. I think that's an accurate assessment. Of course, Candy. We all have a past and I go off on how people act in the present. Do I feel motherly towards the group? Yes, for real. Patricia, I do too. Hey, Pandemic Pat, nice to see you. You moved from Ohio to Texas. Yay, you haven't been watching YouTube much, but you're glad you came to live. I'm glad you're here. I think I'm gonna move GC to Texas, maybe 2022. It could happen. Kimberly just turned 44. Happy birthday. He's completely different than when you met him in 2006. We all have a past and change over time. Yeah. Loved every person, would love to meet him. Jen and Paige are nice. Yeah, I mean, I think that at the end of the day, everybody is a human being, you know? And I think what does make me a little nervous is that kids kind of idolize people and, you know, want to do and say everything that they do and say, and that's not good. Everybody has to be themselves and have their own set of values and all of that. Emily says, I love Jeffrey and Jen, both love their products so much. Thank you. Smudge is turning 40 in May. Okay, Angry Vampire is almost 35. Aquarius, I'm January 14th, by the way. Raphael says, I'm sitting here listening, working on something, but loving the life. Yay, I'm glad you're here. Emily says, I'm 49 and hanging on for dear life. I hear you, girl. 50's easy. Don't even worry about it. Welcome to the club. Early. Have I been watching anything lately? I have been watching Wentworth. Oh my gosh. Annette69 is a friend of mine, and she was, I was watching her live, and she was talking about Wentworth, and I've watched the whole 8 seasons like 4 times. It's crazy. It's like, it's about this ladies' prison in Australia, and I mean, all the women, like, they're sleeping with the officers, and they have, everybody has weapons and drugs. I'm like, how do you do that? It's very crazy. Diane says, when I was 48, when I was younger, I reacted a lot with anger, but not anymore. Yes, and you have a very sweet way about you. I love watching your videos. By the way, you guys, if you have a YouTube channel, my friend Roxana has people put purple hearts in the chat, so do that so you guys can sub to each other. Oh, we would love to meet you, Angry Vampire. Dee is auntie and Jen is mom, yes. Dee's in charge of everyone's allergies. Yes, she is. Oh, you're January 24th. That's nice. Nicole, you're January 6th. That is Josetti's birthday. You love Annette. I do too. She is like one of the sweetest people ever. And her and Yogi, that's his girl. He loves her. Original series was called Prisoner Cell Block Age. Little known fact. Did not know that. Just turned 57, and Jeffrey definitely has grown. I love seeing his videos now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Being a public figure, like, you don't sign a contract when you say, oh, I'm going to go online, or I'm going to start a business or whatever. You don't sign a contract saying that, hey, I realize that people are going to send me hate and stuff, because the first time it happens, I hate seeing that look on people's faces. You know, the first time it happens, I'm like, why are they doing this to me? Well, you know, that's the nature of the internet. And I remember being on the other side of that face and thinking, oh, this is terrible. It's like, this is terrible pain. But you know, at some point, like I said, you just have to realize that everything in life has its price, and, you know, it's good to take feedback from people, you know, listen to what they have to say. But on the other hand, people are rarely trying to be constructive. Dustin says, I got my mom your lipstick. She loves the light in the lid. Aw, well, I'm glad she loves them, Dustin. You're amazing. Love the original and the new. Okay. January 11th, you're turning 21, Alyssa. Oh my gosh, yay. Tone Neptune. Poopy. What's poopy? What did I miss? Welcome to my crazy train. What a cute username. To me, it should be about the makeup. Until someone shows me what someone did that was bad, and not back when the person was like in their 20s, because we all make mistakes when we're younger. Oh, your BFF Pia. How can anyone send you hate? You know, people do. They do. I don't get involved with that. I don't engage with that. It's just not, it's not worth my time. Jeffrey has a big heart and does more to help people than he makes public. That is true. That is very true. Jeffrey needs to stop posting only when he has products to sell. It's starting to look like a cash grab. But does he do that? I don't know. I haven't been on social media much myself, so I can't really say. But he seems like he's pretty engaged. I mean, I know he gets on Instagram story and Snapchat pretty much every day. Doesn't he? I don't know. Because I can honestly, Jeffrey's my friend, but I haven't watched his Instagram story in a really long time. And I've probably seen it a dozen times, you know, in my life. I just don't get a lot of time to watch that kind of stuff. Kim turned 54 on October 26th. Well, happy belated birthday. Emily, some people are miserable. Most people aren't, but some people are. December 17th, Audra. Okay, well, happy early birthday. If he's going to do that, he just needs to play Santa. That's funny. YouTube turned into an infomercial. Oh, you meant on his YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I do all of my video stuff myself. So I film, I record, I make the thumbnails, I edit them, I upload them, I answer all the comments. So for me, like, making videos has been hard the last few months. And, you know, honestly, like with the outbreak and everything, like I said, I've been super busy, but then it seemed like all the election stuff was hard to be around too, because there's just so much hatred on both sides. And, you know, I just can't with that. I had to like set my phone to, I got this RoboKiller app because I kept getting like text messages and calls from the different political parties, and so I just couldn't, you know, because they're all talking bad about each other. So I got a robo thing that filters out all the calls and made my life so much better. You guys know I don't watch television. I watch like certain shows on my iPad, so I've been watching Wentworth lately, but I don't turn on my television because it's just so much bad news. I can't, you know, I need to keep my spirit here, you know what I mean? Because I try to uplift other people, and I can't uplift other people if people are not like, if my spirit isn't in the right place, you know what I mean? So if I get crapped out, then I can't go and lift somebody else up. You're independent and got calls and they showed up at your house? Oh my gosh. You never watch the news unless it's for the weather. Hi, Leanne. Oh my gosh, Leanne. Long time no see, friend. Good night, Smutter. Have a great night. I will give Yogi a hug. He had to stop social media when the election got too bad. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't with that. You think it's mostly this year? So much is going on. It's affecting people's moods and creativity. I have been horrible about my channel lately. Yeah, I have been too. I feel like I'm back on track now. I've uploaded a few videos, and I'm gonna try to do more lives because obviously, like if I have an hour to spare or whatever, then I can just sit down and do a live. It doesn't take as much time, even though you know, you guys know my videos are not like high quality professional, but it still takes a number of hours between, you know, filming, editing, uploading, you know, putting all the tags and all that kind of stuff. So if you know, if I can do more lives, then I will. Cameron said, I try to stay there, but I can't get too much into it. Yes. Didn't watch the news here much as there were loads about the USA election. Yes. Bruce says, it's my first election without Facebook, and it was amazing, 10 out of 10. Yes. Oh, yeah, people on Facebook. And for me, I don't know about you guys, but, you know, because like I have followers from all around the world on all my other platforms, but Facebook is mainly my friends here in my community, and it's hard to believe like the things that people will say to each other. And it's like, well, I know you, like I really know you, and you're saying that to people, like that's weird. Just, I don't know. You read news from several sources and stay away from social media, less anxiety. I hear you, but you know what? If honestly, like if people who have the right kind, if people have the right kind of spirit, get off of social media, all it's going to be left is mean people, and we don't want that. We don't want that. So hang around. Hi, Lily. We're talking about, hey, Johnny. We're talking about the internet and like people being on or off of social media and why. It's still going on. You swear the White House has really become a reality show. Hey, best friend, what are you doing? People are going crazy over you and Dustin. I get it, because you guys are awfully cute. Confession, I love lives better than the videos that are filmed and cut together. You know what? I find that I watch a lot of lives too, because it's like I want to check in with people. So if I see somebody that I watch is live and I have a minute, I'll, you know, go in and I'll stay as long as I can. So off topic, when is the last day of the sale? So the mystery boxes are live as of this morning, and they run till Sunday morning. So God, I hardly even know what date it is. It's Friday. They run till Sunday morning at 6 a.m. And then Cyber Monday starts after that. But the 51% off stops then too. Bruce, you did same. Facebook is so problematic. Yeah, people on Facebook they're on a whole other level. Whole other level. Crazy is a good way. Justin says, I lost my mom 7 years ago, and you remind me so much of her. I love your spirit. Oh, Justin, big hugs. So sweet. I love Nick and Dustin, and them together is just awesome. I agree. And I think you're going to find a kinder, gentler Nick and Dustin, because they're like making each other so happy. They're so like, you know, the little googly eyes and all of that. It'll just give you diabetes. It's so sweet. Your Facebook changed after the election. You live in Northwest Georgia, and most of your friends jumped ship. You get paid at midnight, so you're ready. Don't you love that direct deposit? Doesn't direct deposit just like make everything wonderful. Did we all get to the apple barn? We did not, Nicole. Like, we went to Gatlinburg and we planned on like riding the mountain coaster and doing the sky bridge and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I don't know how it happened, but like we ran out of day really fast. We did the sky bridge and we went to lunch at Johnny Rockets and we did a little bit of shopping. And I think like we weren't organized in what we wanted to shop for. So we kind of like crisscrossed back up and down the street and we didn't get, we didn't get a chance to do it. I'm so bummed. Bella Mori says, I'm happy for Nick and Dustin. They both deserve happiness. I agree. Angry Vampire, I think you're amazing. Diana says, Facebook is so much drama. I agree. Pink Glamour says, you've always come across a friend and you try to talk to us either here or on Twitter, and I admire you. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. In case you can't tell, I love people. I do. I love people. And I always want to look for the good in people, you know? And I do believe that everybody has good in them. But people do need people that will be honest with them. And since Nick's here, he could be the first one to tell you that when I think he's wrong or whatever, I'm the first one to say, like, do you really need to do that? You know? And people have to make their own choices. Did I OD on queso? No. I was very good. We did get very good Mexican food at one place, and we did have the queso with the ground beef, but it was just the one night. I didn't eat it every day. The lights in the forest was so cool. Yes, oh my gosh, the lights at Dollywood were amazing. I don't know, Jen, I think they might rile each other up. Nah, too busy making googly eyes at each other. Good reason to go back and see the rest. Yes, we want to go back. You're gonna do a couples channel? Oh my gosh, that'll be too much. You guys are awfully cute though. I mean, you really are. Next time you have to go ski as well. You know what? They were talking about it. I was like, hey, I'm down because I can do bunny slopes. That's it. I can't snowboard. I cannot snowboard. I thought when I went to Sweden, I thought it would be easier to snowboard than it would ski because I tried to ski once in Mammoth when I was like 20, and let's just say there almost was no Gerard because I almost died on the bunny slope. But I did do pretty well on the bunny slope in Sweden. I took one run in the on the snowboard, and that was okay. I think I fell once, but once I got to the bottom of the hill, I couldn't move. I had to take the thing off. So yeah, the skis were much easier, and I like that. We need a Q&A podcast on all the details. Kimberly, I have already suggested that to them. Couples channel, I'm squealing so loudly. Yeah, you guys should do, like, you both have really good taste too, and I think you guys should do stuff. I've told them both that they should be like Amazon affiliates and do like Amazon lives. It would be kind of like remember the old show, The Queer Eye for the Straight Guy? I used to love that show. Because they are, I mean, these two are funny like them, and they could recommend products. I think it would be fun. Nick, looking forward to the cuteness. Yes. I still haven't received my payroll check. Bruce. I want to meet Bruce. I really like Bruce. He's very sweet. We never got our original Q&A. That is true, Kimberly. I mentioned that the other day. Pink Glamour says, Jenny would love the Dixie Stampede. Yes, we talked about going to that, but a couple of people had already been to it, so we went to the Hatfield and McCoy's dinner instead, and that was very fun. They never posted a single Q&A, no matter what they said. Right? Well, now you can have whole new questions. Coco, oh my gosh. Stranger danger, how you doing, girl? Bye, Diana. I hope you have a fantastic day too. I love your videos. SoCal Rocker Gal, I've been so busy with work I haven't been on social media. Wow, I'm so surprised to hear about Nick and Dustin. That's so stinking cute. It really is. Bruce says, you better post on it more. I think Dustin posted on the vlog channel. It's been up 10 months. I know that a lot of people do that with their vlog channels, though, like they put them up and then they never post. Mama Spork says, y'all could relocate to Chattanooga and be extremely close to Pigeon Forge, Nashville, Atlanta, and not far from Florida. This area is great for business. Oh, Lorna, we love you back. Yogi's here. He's being very G-O-O-D, so it's a good thing. Donna says you need to come back to North Carolina when the snow sets in. You'll love it. I totally would. I went to Raleigh. Was it last year? I think it was last year. My mom lives in My mom loves a Dixie Stampede. My people always go to Tennessee. There was so much to do in Pigeon Forge, I couldn't believe it. Eve Style says, I just started a vlog channel. Oh my gosh, well, good luck. Yes. You should post it on our affiliate Facebook group. And we have some of the GC fam subscribe. I hope we get snow again this year. We get it here a little bit. You know, like if we're gonna get it in my community, we'd get it where I live, which is good. It's not that often. Maybe like once every few years, you know. But honestly, Shell, yes, it's true. It's true what you've heard. They are together, and they're very cute. So yeah, they took me out in the car and told me. They showed me their hands. I was like, oh, so cute. You'll send snow. Yeah, we'll take some off your hands. Coco says, I'm so happy for Dustin and Nick. Dustin and Nick should do more lives, don't you think? You could do with less snow. Oh yeah, Canada gets a lot of snow, I think. That's where you zip line in Pigeon Forge. I wanted to go zip lining, but we didn't get to, or Gatlinburg. I wanted to go, but we didn't get to do it. I think we're talking about maybe doing it in Vegas because I think they're gonna come here for my birthday in January. So we'll see. I've done like a party here at my house for our affiliates for the last 2 years. And I was gonna do that, but I think with the pandemic, it would be irresponsible to, you know, have 50, 60 people in my house. So I'm thinking that I may do it over Zoom this year. And, you know, we'll have to do, I don't know, we'll have to do something to make it fun for people. I don't know what yet. I got time to think about it, I guess. Lorna says your clean canvas rocks. I bought 2 extras. I love that product, I have to say. Yes, Eve, I better be the maid of honor. And Vanessa is gonna officiate. She officiated for her brother, so that'll be cool. Send snow. Colorado is dry. Really? Got a little bit the day before Thanksgiving, but not enough. We still have fires burning. Oh yeah, they keep telling us that. I've gotten, I think I got 14 text messages yesterday from Edison saying that they're going to turn off my power because it's windy. It's not really that windy, and they haven't turned it off yet, thank God. But if the lights go out, you know what? Yeah, I can't believe that they're. Coco, you know what? You are right about that. He did say that, but I guarantee you he'll change his mind. Kimberly said, I'll be coming to Cali in January. I was born there, so you always visit. Oh, that's amazing. My nose is like pretty much always stuffy when I eat cheese. It's the dairy, but I love cheese. So I had a little piece of cheese. Birkin can be the ring bearer. That'd be cute. Or maybe Yogi. Are they really getting married? We don't know. We don't know, Cam Mom. We can hope. It's true love, I can tell you that. I can tell you that. You know how people who are in love, they just look at each other a certain way. That's what it is. And I know because, you know, when you're friends with 2 people and you talk to one person and they're like, oh, this person is so smart and this person is so funny and this person is so this and this person is so that, when they're not around, and then the other person's like, oh, this person is so funny and this person is so good and I just, you know, they help me out with this so much. I just got. So yeah, thank you, Coco. I appreciate it. That stuff you bought will come in handy. What stuff? You had an inch on Monday. That's nice. There's a zip line wedding in Vegas. Oh my gosh. Hey, Michelle. Have a great day, dear. You know what else? So this morning, I ordered a new iPhone. It was supposed to come like the first week of December. And then this morning, I got a notification that I got a package from UPS, from the Apple Store. So I run to the door and I pick it up and I'm like, why is it so light? It was the slip to send in my trade-in. Oh, my survival stuff. Yes, that's a fun video, guys. If you haven't seen my random crap I bought on the internet, the emergency preparedness version, yeah, it's a fun video. But I got my iPhone. When I came back from the office, it was here. So I'm very excited. Haven't had a chance to turn it on or do anything with it yet, but I do that this weekend. Thank you, Lois. I used a new color on it. It's one that you mix with your conditioner. I think I like it because I was gonna buy a whole bunch more Arctic Fox because I go through like half a bottle about every couple of weeks. But I'm like, you know what? Let me try this stuff. And I ordered it from Beauty Bay. It came from the UK, and I like it so far. They've always flirted and played that little 5-year-old flirting game when they pretend not to like each other. Yes, those two on Twitter are hilarious. Kristen says, I used to be an event and wedding planner, so I love seeing folks in love. I'm rooting for them. Yes, you can totally tell, right? It's just that. Like I said, the way people talk about each other and stuff like that, so I knew for the longest. Thanks, Kimberly. Yeah, this one, like you can, with the drops, you can control how much color it is. So they had a chart on the box. Let me look at the box again. They had a chart on the box that said, oh, you know, if your hair is platinum blonde, it'll be this, and you know. So I think it said you could put up to like 6 to 12 drops. So I put 9. I was like, well, that, you know, should be decent because I don't like it when it's still pretty blonde. I like it when it's like, you know, purpley, but not too purple. So this is the stuff right here. It's called Shrine Drop It. And I got the purple and the pink, but obviously purple has kind of been my go-to color. And I got my nails done to match my hair. Hey, Rose. But it comes with this like dropper bottle and a cup. The only like kind of complaint about it is that the cup is really rubbery, and I ended up spilling some on my bathtub, and I had to get rubbing alcohol to get it off. It was like serious stuff. So, and then when I washed my hair like the next day, there was purple on my hands with the lather. So definitely the color. I think this probably fades faster. That would be my general assessment so quickly, but they give you conditioner, and then you determine how many drops you want to put. So there's a little chart here, and it says, if anybody knows in the chat if you can get this in the States and where, please drop it in the chat, because I honestly I got this from Beauty Bay, and I don't see anything on the box. It just says made in China, and my eyesight's so bad that I could not tell you where the company's located. I don't think it says. It should say, but it doesn't say. So yeah, and then it comes with a little stirrer. You just kind of stir it together, put it on your hair, leave it on for 10 minutes. I left it on for 30. And yes, if you have darker hair, Alyssa, it just like, see? So this is light brown, it says you can do. So it just puts like more of a hue, where here, where on the lighter colors, you know, you'll see more of the purple. But it's very pretty. I don't know. This is nice because you can really control it. I do love the Arctic Fox one though. I'm not sure about the condition of my hair, because I used what was the other one I used? Overtone. I used Overtone last year. And the weird thing was, like, I did the teal and I did the pink, and I had a lot of teal, like little strips right here that had a lot of teal, and then everything else was like very blonde still. And it washed out super fast. And that one, I noticed that a lot more of my hair fell out. Usually when you color your hair, like, you're always gonna lose a little bit of color, a little bit of hair. I noticed that a lot more comfortable with. So I stopped using that one. And somebody I knew wanted it, so I just sent it to them. Although you're graying pretty fast, so maybe you could do that. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Your hair is light brown and they never show up. Just colors your hair black. Oh, Wolfgang's back. How'd your walk go? I had to say goodbye to my 13-year-old Samoyed Siggy 3 weeks ago. Oh, Lois, I feel that. I don't know if you knew, but Yogi had a cancer scare a few weeks back, and it was like a month that it was going on. Oh, Kara, thanks for stopping by. I'll definitely go check out your premiere. That will be amazing. I hope you're doing good. I was telling somebody about you the other day, talking about your weight loss. Amazing. For pastels or bright colors, you need to lighten it. Yeah. Yeah, Lois, I really feel for you. I couldn't even like wrap my head around the idea of losing Yogi. Like just, there's just really nothing worse, honestly. There's just nothing worse. This is very helpful. I use Purple Rain from Arctic Fox, and this would be good to maintain the color. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Also, if you, like, so, you know, sometimes you miss a little spot. I think if you missed a little spot, you could very easily use this, because while you're, you know, shaving your legs and stuff in the shower, it could be coloring. Downside of being brunette, you can't do any of those fun things without bleach. Yeah, well, I bleached the snot out of my hair. I've been bleaching it for 25 years. So you want to try to go for the lilac silver shades on your grays. Yes, I think it's beautiful. Definitely. You love purple hair? Yeah, me too. I'll tell you, I don't think there's very many people with purple hair in Pigeon Forge though, because when we were there, like, I got a lot of like weird looks and a lot of compliments too, like a lot of really nice people, but a lot of stares. And I was like, look, I'm just a sparkly person, you know. I was born with glitter in my veins. I can't help it. I got my glitter nails, you know. It's just me. I got my glitter mask, my, you know, whatever. So I am not a mask. The mask for me, although now that it's getting cooler, a little bit better, with the hot flashes, it was hard. Oh, don't be sorry, Perky. Wolfgang enjoyed the walk, but so many unmasked people on the streets. Are there really? I don't know. I live in the middle of nowhere. You know, like I might run into a raccoon outside, but there's no, we don't even have sidewalks. There's just no, I'm on 3 acres. And, you know, for me, Yogi's the perfect dog for me because when I get out the leash, he looks at me like, do I have to? He doesn't want to go anywhere. He's not interested. So that works well for me, actually. That's a good thing. Anyways, oh, you always have bleaching products on hand, but you still haven't done it. Yeah, I mean, really, like, you have to know what you're doing with bleach because you could really cause a lot of damage. That's how I met my hairdresser. I destroyed my hair. And when I was working at a dealership, she bought a car from us, and I was doing her paperwork, and she was like, you know, I'll do your hair for you. She didn't even charge me the first time. I didn't know because she's so humble, but she had been nominated for an award a couple years before for TV, but I didn't know that she was like how well respected she was. And she's just like my little spirit animal. She loves Yogi. And now with the way the restrictions have been this year, she's actually been coming out here and it's better. Hey, Basic Chick, I am great. You color your gray, presently periwinkle. Ooh, I have the periwinkle from Arctic Fox and I did like that. Thank God I don't live in Seattle, close enough to see it from Kirkland, but still in the suburbs. That's a good thing. Audra says I can't wear a mask. My O2 stats go down too far thanks to my asthma. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's hard. Hey, Mary Ellie. Bruce says I went to the mall yesterday to get 6 free candles and 4 free wallflower plugs from Bath & Body Works, and I had a panic attack in the store because it was so busy. No one was social distancing. Hey, when it comes to a sale, it's true, people don't social distance. And that was why I was like, you know what, we're gonna do like, that's why we did our whole Black Friday different this year at GC. We started way earlier and it's really working because we're getting like a more, instead of having like this, you know, these huge spikes for a couple of days, the team is able to get the orders, so people's orders are getting to them faster and my team can stay safe. You don't go to the mall ever. I don't do the mall either. I just don't. It's not my thing. The guys like to shop, so we usually go to the outlet malls when we're together, but sometimes we do. Pink Glamour says, Jen, your hair is awesome, but your skin, darling, is glowing and so beautiful. Oh, thank you. I have like just sunblock on, but you know, sunblock makes your skin, it makes it glowy too. Wolfgang says, I don't wash my hair for weeks after getting highlights. It dries hair so much, so I use almond oil on the ends. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that the Wen is bad. My hairdresser hates it, but I use it so I don't have to wash my hair as much. Because my hair gets like crunchy when it's dirty, and I washed it every day of my life till I was like 48. So I can't go too long without washing it, you know, 3 days, 2-3 days, but sometimes I have to wash it with the Wen in between. Lois says, I'm in Melbourne, Australia, 39 days with no COVID cases, but we spent 5 months in hard lockdown. Yeah, you know, that's the benefit of being on the island. When you're on an island, you can do that. You know, it makes it hard to get products in. It's like everything's a trade-off. But thank God, you know, you guys, you know, nobody wishes the outbreak on anybody. Your brother's your hairstylist. Oh, nice. Oh my gosh, y'all are neighbors. Your breathing's affected a little, but it's okay with a mask for a short time. So do you just stay home and use like Postmates and stuff, or how do you handle it if you can't wear a mask? Because I mean, most places are mandated now. Bruce says I worked in the mall for 16 years and now I don't know, I can't deal with the crowds. Oh, I'm just not a mall person. It's just not me. Pink Glamour says I've been trying to try your clean canvas. I hear amazing reviews. Everything's 51% off right now, free US shipping. So it's a good time. Your brother owns hair salon, so you get free service. That's good, because I'm sure when you guys were growing up, he had his moments. I've already had COVID-19 though. It put me in the hospital for 5 days. Oh, honey, that's so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you recovered though. Thank God. My friends that were on the Diamond Princess, like the husband, because he has this Guillain-Barré, and he didn't get treatment for that for so long because he was in quarantine for 38 days. And he's doing very poorly right now. He's been in and out of the hospital, and right now he's home, but he's in a wheelchair, and you know, having coronavirus was really bad for him because it kept him from getting treatment for the other condition that he had. Coco says, I went to H&M last week and nobody cared to keep back, so I'm not going back. Australia are doing great with COVID numbers. Yay! The Bay Area's had so many spikes lately, it sucks. Yeah. Like I said, I live in the middle of nowhere. There is a benefit to that. There's lots of peace and quiet, and lots of wildlife and all of that. Maybe one of these lives, I'll like take a walk through the neighborhood and show you guys all the neighbors' animals, because my neighbors have really cool animals. Like we have turkeys that live next door, and they're very talkative. They're always like blah, 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 blah. And every time my roommate goes out to film, because she's a dog trainer, she goes out to film for her YouTube channel, the rooster starts, and then they have like geese and goats and sheep and horses, and they have a longhorn steer. She's really sweet. Then there's people down the road that have like donkeys, goats, and sheep, and then there's miniature donkeys that another neighbor has, and yeah, it's like definitely a farm community. And then my friend who has the dog rescue that I donate my AdSense to, she has goats, chickens. What else? She's got like 200 rescue chickens, so she brings me eggs sometimes. She's got the cats and dogs, of course, like so many, but horses and doves and pretty much any kind of animal you can think of, like she'll take in. Kimberly, okay, your Twitter, okay, yay. Kristen says clean canvas is legit. It doesn't crease or make my old eye skin look creepy or wrinkled. Isn't it kind of magical for that? I agree. I love seeing people connect. Yes, this is what I like. Coco says I gotta get that lip scrub. Yeah, I like our lip scrub. We were gonna do, and we'll probably still do it, because we're gonna do some handmade ones with different, try some different fragrances, stuff like that, see what you guys thought about them. But I was gonna launch them right before the outbreak started, so we were able to just put it off. They have a shorter shelf life, but more natural ingredients and things like that. So kind of like, you know, it's kind of like shopping at Lush versus, you know, buying your stuff somewhere else. You know, Lush doesn't last as long, but you get a product that's a little more clean, a little more pure. And so we'll still be doing the handmade line, but it'll just be next year. I have some really cool stuff coming in early 2021. You guys are gonna die. You're gonna be very shook. It's very different from anything we've ever done, and really, some of the products are things that you've just never seen before. So I'm super excited. Bruce says I talked to my mom yesterday, and she was exposed to COVID again after having it, but still went to my sister's for Thanksgiving. No. I'm glad I didn't go, and she works in the healthcare. Oh gosh. Angry Vampire, you were born in '86. That's the year I graduated from high school. Yeah, it's a good year. Okay. Hey, Zanaya, how you doing? Zanaya has a new channel, everybody. Okay, so we should do the hearts again in the chat. So if if you have a YouTube channel, put purple hearts by your, just put purple hearts in the chat. Say hi. Say hi to Zanaya. Can you sit? You're just gonna wag your tail and stare at me? Okay, all right. Now you can sit, okay. Have I thought about doing a standard birthday box like the mystery boxes? What do you mean, Southern? Your mom graduated in 85? Okay. Wearing no makeup since February. Does your clean canvas have a shelf life? Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I think it's 12 months after opening. Thanks, Cheaty. I'm excited too. Zanaya's been testing one of the products, so she'll give you a review. Coco says, my Mills house, it's like parrots, guinea hens, ducks, peacocks, chickens, and the goats and neighbors. Yes, one of my neighbors has a peacock, but it's not like right one of my immediate neighbors. It's like around the corner. I've always done my shopping online. I don't know. I'm just not a go to the store kind of person. Basic Chick says, I love the makeup setting spray. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have a new scent of that's going to be coming out too. You don't know why people say getting hair done is pampering. I find it annoying. It took 3 hours to get colored hides. It is hard to sit still for that long, I have to say. People in the neighborhood, Southern, do have llamas, just not right around me. But like just in my immediate area, all the ones I named off are ones that like the adjacent properties to me. Okay. Excited for any products. I haven't been wearing makeup much either. Like I wore it in Tennessee and I wore some on Wednesday, but other than that, if I wear makeup once a week, that would be a lot. Okay, so if you see purple hearts, like go and check out the channels and sub. You are a baby, angry vampire. Do not, how do I say? Don't take your youth for granted. Hey, Lorna says, hey, Yoki. Okay, Zanaya says, I was born in 86. Yeah, thanks a lot, girl. Aw, well, Yogi says thank you. Oh, your mom graduated 3, okay. The review will be posted on my channel. Yay. Could the chat stop reminding me how old I am? Yeah, I've always been an online shopper. I mean, I guess that's why I started online business, you know? It's like, I don't know. It just makes sense. To me, it's easier. I like being in my jammies, like being home with Yogi. Yeah. You do a lot of artistic looks and use a clean canvas in white is everything. Yes! Cecily, that one took a lot of work. The white did not, but took a lot of versions to get done. Because initially we were going to do like kind of all the shades together, but I really wanted to get feedback too on the product because it was so different than anything else that had been out there, consistency and texture wise, and we wanted to make sure that people were going to like it. You were born in the 1960s. Yeah, Lois, I'm born in 68. Wolfgang says, I can reheat at my turkey dinner. I have a 14-pound bird for me and my Pomeranian. I had fun here. Yes, thanks for coming by. Yes, come back. I made a turkey for Yogi. I made it before I went to Tennessee, and he's just still finishing up. A birthday bundle that someone could send another person. Okay, that would be fun. So more like a gift box. We've done welcome boxes like for new customers. It's kind of like a mixture of textures with different colors and stuff. But yeah, we were gonna launch a rainbow box we were gonna launch it Pride Month, but then we were gonna keep it like all year round, where it would be like more brighter colors and things like that. And there was like different versions, and then like a portion of that, like so much from each sale, would go to LGBTQ charities. But again, I didn't want to, like, when the lockdown happened, I really just didn't want to launch anything new if I could help it, you know, right away. Oh, bye, Raphael. Have fun. I'll talk to you later. Using makeup, especially, have to wear masks can cause breakouts. Yeah, I've had really good luck with the Slay All Day. Like, I use that even when I'm not wearing makeup. with the mask because it does get kind of, what's the word? Juicy in there under the mask. Born in 1962. You are not ancient, Susan. You are not. Basic Chick says, I'm growing my online presence. How many followers per person have to qualify for parts? We don't have a follower count thing. We're looking for people specifically with YouTube. I've really got to go through my list and clean it up a little bit because we've got some people that are inactive and stuff like that, and hopefully we can make some spots. But we haven't really added anybody in the longest. And I definitely we want more people, I want to highlight more people that are like over 35, over 40, over 50. So those people I would probably look at now because we definitely have a lack there that we need to fill. And we'll just make room for them. Lorna, you're 1960. That was a good year. Lois makes silver jewelry. She's on Instagram. Hey. Yes, stay safe. I agree, Angry Vampire. To get monetized, the 1,000 watch hours, yes. 1,000 watch hours. No, it's 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, I think, is to get monetized or to apply for monetization. A lot of my friends who have smaller channels that have wanted to get monetized do lives because the lives, it does give a lot of watch time. You know, if you do 10-minute videos, people have a short attention span, like they might maybe watch 3 or 4 minutes on average. And so even if you get fewer viewers on your lives, they tend to watch for longer. Kimberly says, I'm only an online shopper. That's me, girl. I'm getting the clean canvas and a few pink lippies. Oh, yay. You love our lip products. Yay. Have you ever tried the Supreme lip creams? I love that one. You love fair and medium. You use them as concealer. I use the medium for under eye and to cover I have my little dark spots. And it works better than anything I've ever used. I can say that. And we didn't intend for the product to be a concealer as well, but it just works as a concealer very well. Andrew Steven, the guy who's always on our Instagram story and our Snapchat and stuff, I think he did a live on Amazon where he used it as foundation. And he's like, Jen, I'm obsessed. He's like, my skin looks amazing. I'm like, well, that's a little over the top. So Zanaya says, oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you have now houses, the Gerard Clean Canvas, you need to get yourselves up. It's amazing. It's all I use now. Yes. And Zanaya does some really good makeup. Since I'm born in 62, thankfully no wrinkles on the face. Hey, it's a good thing. You know what? I have more wrinkles than most of the mothers at my church. Like the mothers at my church are like in their 70s and 80s and they look amazing. It's crazy. Cecily says, well, I love the white eye base. It dries down perfectly, not too dry, not too sticky. Yay, okay. Sin says, I'm getting a mystery box for my your son's girlfriend as one of her presents. Oh, yay. I agree. They are missing out. Sanaya. She isn't lying. She carries her sleigh all day everywhere. I do. I do. And you know what? I have to say, though, Zanaya, when we went to Disney, it was hot as can be. Hot. And I had a full heat on and stayed on all day. So sleigh all day really does work. Right? Juicy is a way to describe what happens under your mask. Mystified is your fave. I use it probably too much. I don't think you can. Like, I use it on my face, but I use it on my body even more. I spray it on my arms and legs and then put my lotion on top. And you know, lotion like just never seemed thick enough to really make you, really make your skin feel good. And that makes all the difference because it's got coconut oil in it. Alex says, I'm back. I just filled and unboxed my mystery box. Yay! We'll go up hopefully tomorrow. Okay, awesome. Perky says, such an incredible person. I was so grateful when you added me. Well, we love having you. So there. I could bathe in sleigh all day spray. I kind of do, so it counts. Jinx says, can't find your channel by your name. Is it something else? Jinx, if you just click on like her name in the chat, it'll give you a little pop-up window that says like go to the channel or I think you can block the person or you can go to their channel, I think. I need to restart my YouTube with my sister and my mom. Yes! Audra, why not? Cecily says, well, I'm 43, use clean canvas tons, and I'm only on IG. Well, there. Basic Chicks just turned 40, and your target is 35 and over. Yes. Have you tried a mask bracket? It keeps the mask off your face and makes it easier to breathe and less icky. No, I haven't. I've been just using like the ones that I can find that are the most breathable and the softest cloths. You got the sleigh set with the Rich Lush collection. Yes, I love both of those. The Dreamsicle. 4K hours, 1,000 subscribers. I was just monetized 1st of October. Well, congratulations. I didn't know that. That's amazing. Supreme lip creams are your favorite? Yes, I love them too. Which product has been the worst to create, but the outcome the most rewarding? Probably either the makeup removing balm, but I think more Kimchi Doll, the Kimchi Doll lipstick. Because we created that with Sophia Chang, and Gerard Cosmetics was her idea. She was the one that was like, hey, you know what, your makeup is so good, you need to like get it out from under Whitening Lightning and start a different brand, because people think, oh, it's from a whitening company, it's not gonna be very good. And then she was like, hey, I'd love to create lipsticks with you. So like all of that was her idea. And it just took us so long to get that color exactly right that, I mean, I got so many samples that finally the lady who owned the lab drove half and I drove half, and we met up and had to like test it in person, because she would try it on herself and she'd say it looked perfect, and then she would send it to me and I would say it was too pink. So she wanted to strangle me. But yeah, we ended up like having an iced tea and figuring it out. You'll probably just get all the Supreme creams. They're really good. Can we purchase Slay t-shirts from your site? We're out of stock right now. I had more being produced, but it just took forever. So I don't know exactly when we're gonna get them, but they are finished, so we should have them here within the next couple of weeks, and then they'll be back. The ladies t-shirts, I think we still have a couple. I think we still have ladies t-shirts. We just don't have the unisex ones. We have the Pride ones. We don't have the Slay All Day. Is Red Brick Road discontinued? The Hydra Matte? Yes. However, I'm gonna do some sets with mini Hydra Mattes, and we're gonna bring back a couple of the shades that people really loved. We'll probably do Red Brick. We're definitely gonna do Christini, and we may do Strawberry Fields as well. And probably either Madison Avenue or Nude Hydra Matte. Hey Diane. GC Squad hoodie, yes. We just have very low inventory of those right now. We're waiting for more. Sugar and Spice should be back in the next couple of weeks. So they're finished. We just have to get them shipped. They come from Europe, so we have to get them shipped, and then we'll be good. I pushed my mystery box unboxing to tomorrow since I slept in today. That'll do it. I like cooking. My beat did stay on at Disney World. I mean, it was hot, 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 and humid. Oh my gosh. The under boob sweat, never forget it. It was gross. This I could verify. She was dusted and still dusted 8 hours later. It's true. Yeah, we had lunch too. And, oh, that's true. And it did rain. And we did have ice cream, yes. It was pouring rain. You never thought about using them for concealer. I've used their lip products as eyeliner and eye bases because they're so matte. Yay. Are the mystery boxes available for purchase? Yes, they are only on sale until Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific. So yeah, get one while you can. The unisex tops are your favorite. We have the Pride ones. I don't think we have any of the regular ones. They are going to be coming, but not in time for the sale to be on. I tried, but that's just too many things for me to be on top of. How do I buy a shirt on your site? I need a Pride one. Just go to the site, and they're there. Go to the merch tab. They're under merch. Yeah, I love ladies' shirts because they're so soft. I just love things that are soft. You shouldn't really put those in the dryer because they're so like thin and everything, but man, that fabric is everything. I love it. I love it. I had the brand who has my favorite brand of t-shirts. Like when I go to downtown LA and buy t-shirts at Santee Alley, I always buy this brand, and I buy from this one store. So we contacted them and had them do the shirts for us because their fabric is just everything. The ladies t-shirt is very form-fitting. So like, I mean, I can wear a small and I can wear a double X. It doesn't really matter. Like, they are clingy. They're clingy? Is that the right word? I don't know, Zanaya. I'll FaceTime you later. And I'll show you. Yeah, so anyways, I've been on here for a long time. When will the liner be back? Oh, liquid liner. They are in stock. Let me ask my team if anybody put them in. Because we got them like 2 days ago. Did someone put the Eternal eyeliners in stock? Question mark. Okay, we'll see what they say. I'll let you know. All right, I'll stay on till I get an answer. Hopefully someone answers fast. Aw, well, I hope Frank has a nice walk. Body conscious tea. The eyeliners are out of stock online? Okay, I'll make sure they get put back on as soon as I jump in. As soon as I jump on live. My team has been stretched really thin, filling orders and getting ready. And those eyeliners should have been here like weeks ago. And we just got them like the other day. So, and FDA, like when you get shipments and stuff, FDA does weird stuff, and they come from Germany. So FDA put on them, and they told us if they get delivered, you're not allowed to touch them. And then it took like 2 or 3 days for them to get delivered. And by the time they got delivered, they had already cleared it. But it's good. I mean, they should be checking more stuff, I would think. It is what it is. So, anyways, okay, I will put the eyeliners in stock myself. I can go live when I'm not monetized. Yes, I think you can, but you just can't do it on your phone. I think you have to have a certain amount of subscribers to do it on your phone. Otherwise, no. You really want the liner only? I'll put it. We have it, Perky. I'll put it in stock as soon as I get off here. Everyone have an amazing weekend. Yes, I agree with that, Kimberly. You're gonna lay and watch some cheesy Lifetime movies and eat leftovers. Sounds like a wonderful day. All right. Have I considered selling sharpeners for your lip pencils? Yes, I have, Rose. I'm very picky about my sharpeners. And we got some from China. I just didn't like them, and they weren't sharp enough for me. So there's just so many things to deal with. I'll tell you who has good sharpeners though, is Nigel's. Nigel's has good ones. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, it's funny how many times I get asked like if you can even sharpen our pencils. I'm like, yeah, they're real pencils. I think we've gotten so used to the mechanical ones that because people are like, oh, I can't believe I only got to use it a few times and I had to throw it out. I'm like, no, you didn't have to throw it out. Don't throw it out. So yeah. Anyways, I hope everybody has an awesome day, and I will put the eyeliners back in stock. Thanks for pointing out. Sorry about that, and thanks for cheering me up, you guys. Like honestly, I was kind of pissed, and now I feel better. Let's just try to spread some love today. Have a great day.